So yesterday I'm watching a video in which this poor black man gets tortured by the corporation of Florida police because he wouldn't accept the corporate contract that was being placed upon him by these corporate idiots of the Florida police, and he was subsequently tortured for not obeying the commands of these demons in costumes. But be that as it may, the story's comments is just unbelievable. Where you got some folks stating, none of that would have happened to you had you complied. You see, it was discovered that you had a gun with no permit and it's just one after the other, pretty much the same thing. There was only a couple of positive comments in which the demons in costume assaulted unlawfully this man, and they were trying to force him into accept the corporate contracts, because that's what legal is. Legal is nothing more than man's stupidity in order to rob you. Anything that says statute, code, act, bill, it all deals in legal. And it's just man's rules to subjugate us and enslave us, and so that and they're really good at it as far as manipulating and intimidating and coercing you into accept their corporate contracts. But the folks that were saying, well, that guy's an idiot for not complying, for not obeying. Let me ask you something. I mean, do you ever think for 1 minute that perhaps your rights, and I'm not talking your constitutional rights, your rights as a living, breathing soul in this earth, because you are born in planet Earth, and it doesn't matter whether you were born in Alaska, it doesn't matter if you were born in Russia, it doesn't matter if you were born in Africa, there's nowhere else for you to go. This is it. This is all that we can go around. We can't get on a spaceship and fly over to Mars or Venus or anything like that. We can't do that. Our bodies are built to live on this earth. So, because we live on this earth, we are sovereigns. We are living, breathing souls. We have a creator who made us in his own image and gave us unalienable rights. Rights that come from him and that are given to you. And because they're given to you, you need to understand and know what those rights are. Because the police are not here to serve and protect you. They're there to serve and protect the corporations. Because that's what legal is. It falls under admiralty law. It does not follow under common law. But be that as it may, I mean, the level of ignorance on this country is just insanely massive. And as a result, those of us that understand what's going on, we, in a way, have to play along to get along. I'm in captivity. I know that as a servant of Yahuwah, my master and creator, I have to do according to the biblical scriptures towards a certain extent. Love my neighbors, I love myself, and love God with all my might, with all my soul, and all thy spirit. So, if you knew how to stand up for yourself, if you knew how to stand for your rights, we wouldn't be in the mess that we are. But now we're getting our asses beat every time we deal with these demons on customs. They work for private corporations. You don't believe me? Go to manta.com. Manta.com. MANTA.com, and type any police department. Dallas Police Department, Fort Worth Police Department, Maryland Police Department, whatever. Type it, and you're gonna get the addresses, because Manta.com lists only businesses and corporations. That's all it lists. So your county, your city, local, state, in Washington D.C., and everything else are corporations. And they're all, the people at the very top are weapons grade losers. They don't know how to deal in the real world. And they hate common law because common law protects the man from this unlawful tactics. Because there's a huge difference between law and legal. Law protects you from harm, and it also punishes you from causing harm. So it's like do unto others what you want them to do unto you, not the other way around. But legal breaks all of that. Where are you going? Where are you from? Let me see your ID. Have I committed a crime? Are you suspecting me of a crime? Am I free to go? Am I being detained? Why don't you learn how to use things like that? You're not a slave. You're a sovereign, living, breathing soul. The Supreme Court says you're a living, breathing soul. Even though the Supreme Court is one of the greatest violators of liberties there is, but it's just a mind game. You know, you got the gang of 535, Democrats or Republicans. It's like ice cream. You know, you got banana and strawberry, but it's still ice cream. They don't care about you. Their job is there to protect the big corporation. That's Washington, D.C. Read the Organic Act of 1871. Read Republic versus Swin. They all say it is a corporation. Well, it is. Stop bringing down your fellow man and stop learning your inalienable God-given rights. Protect yourself. Stand up for yourself. Otherwise, they're going to continue beating you up. And trust me, they're already being trained to kick down your door, take your gun, kill you perhaps, snatch you out of your house, put you in a truck, and send you to a FEMA camp. And that's going to happen. But it depends on you. Wake up. Stop treating your man like crap. Stop telling him if you comply, none of that would have happened. What about the cases where people stand up for their rights and the cops run away? Because they don't have any they don't have any leg to stand on. Because they're liars, they're thieves, they're murderers, they're torturers, coercers. Anyway, I hope that young man gets some justice. Maybe not, maybe he will, I don't know. But he did the right thing. He was asking them, am I suspected of a crime? All he was doing is just crossing the street. And whether the light was green or not, doesn't matter. He's a grown man. He can look left and right and then make a decision on his own to cross. But now they make a crime jaywalking. Illegal. But it's all legal. It's a corporate country. It's not unlawful to cross the street, whether the light is green or yellow, or green or red, excuse me. It doesn't matter. You're born on this earth. You're supposed to walk from point A to point B. You're supposed to go to work. You're supposed to travel on the road. Every time a police officer stops you because you fail to turn the signal to make a right or left turn, he commits the crime. Where's the harm? Who did you harm? That's the question. Who did you harm? I bet you didn't harm anyone. But because you're so ignorant, the average IQ in this country is like 70. You just, oh please, Mr. Policeman, don't hurt me. How pathetic. You're a slave. You don't want to be a slave, wake up. Know your rights. Knowing your rights. Ignorance of the law is no excuse at all. You ever heard that? Don't be a slave. Be a living, breathing soul.